So I thought something would be cool to do is to just take a look at all the movies from the last year. I am on a list of American films of 2023. So Godzilla minus one's not gonna be on here, but I just talked about that. Uh, I'm just gonna scroll through, see what I saw, didn't see, want to see, and just want to see what's popping, what popped or didn't pop. See how the year went. Uh, First up was Megan, that came out in January. Yeah, we're just jumping in. Megan, how'd that do? People, I remember the Megan dance, and that was on TikTok. I didn't see it on TikTok because I don't use TikTok, but I do have TikTok. Uh, there's a big old thing with the dance, and I think some people dressed as Megan for Halloween this year. That was fun, probably. What else was there in January? Missing. I have not seen Missing. Missing, I do really want to see because I saw Searching with my old roommate Chico. We watched Searching with John Cho, and that movie was awesome and really cool and really inventive in how they did it. It's all through a computer screen. And Missing, I assume, is the same thing, but probably different. Probably has its own twists and turns. So I'm really curious about that, for sure. What's the drop? Duplass? Some things I hover on have a instant. Here we go. Oh, I don't care about that then. Okay, let's see. Let's keep it going. January. What's House Party? Oh, I didn't see it. Plane. I remember hearing about Plane. Gerard Butler. Plane. How are you gonna just call a movie Plane? Like, you're just begging people not to see it. It's like, that sounds plain. Sorry. Okay. The Sun. I haven't seen that. So, I love some of these titles. When You Finish Saving the World. Fun title. Oh, directed by Jesse Eisenberg. Probably not that good. I'm having a weird struggle with actor-directors sometimes. Like Bradley Cooper. Love Bradley Cooper. He's one of my favorite actors out there. When he acts, sometimes he doesn't even do anything. But he did. I never saw. What's the movie with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga? Star is Born. His version of that. No, I never seen that. And it's like the seventh remake of that. Shut up. No, no, thanks. And now he has a new movie Maestro, where he plays some guy and he's wearing prosthetics and then he wears old people makeup. It's like, I get it. You're an actor director. Have fun, I guess. But like some actor directors, it's like they always try to do some like hoity-toity, real like dramatic movie. Whereas some directors are like, I just want to make something weird and fun, cool. I just feel like I notice that sometimes. Like Ben Affleck, even he'll do like he hasn't done some weird, strange movie just for the sake of it. But then when you think of like David Fincher, he comes out with The Killer, and it's literally just him having fun doing something different. Not really doing anything different. He's just doing what he does with something a little less. I don't know, but he's just having fun. He's riffing. Where actor directors, I think they just want to direct themselves, cue up some scenery. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. That's why I have a problem with sometimes. Okay, so moving on. You People with I actually did want to see that kind of because it has a cool cast. Jonah Hill, Jolie Louis-Dreyfus, which now I'm a big Seinfeld fan. I'm in the middle of my second rewatch of Seinfeld already. I've watched every episode, and my old roommate Chico would laugh in my face because I used to clown on Seinfeld. I used to be a big Friends person because my mom was a Friends person. R.I.P. Matthew Perry. Okay, so You People, Jonah Hill, Eddie Murphy. It's basically where, it's like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, but with a white guy. Interesting. Didn't see it. Let's see. Moving on. Knock at the Cabin, the new M. Night Shyamalan joint. Did not see it. I did want to see it, and it sounded like something I would be really into, so I might try to check it out sometime. I just hate how I struggle to want to try to pay to go see anything because I know it's going to be on streaming. But then, even if it is on streaming, it's like, tell me what you're on, please. The Creator is on Hulu. My mom got Hulu free for a month because she wanted to get to watch a couple shows, and they're not even on there. She was upset about that. But I was scrolling through Hulu. I'm watching the new season of Fargo, because it's cool. And I saw the Creator was on there. I'm like, what? The Creator's on here? I gotta watch it. We'll get to that. Let's see. 80 for Brady. That's a mom movie. Yeah, where a bunch like four older white women go and find Tom Brady. It's produced by Tom Brady. Based on a true story, the film follows four lifelong friends who travel to watch Brady and his New England blah 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 Patriots do blah blah blah. Oh, so that's real. That's fun. But also, shut up, Tom Brady. I guess. I don't know. I don't know anything about sports. The Locksmith and See It, the Baby Ruby. There's so many movies. So many movies. You think I see a lot of movies? I really don't, because there's so many. I didn't get to see... So, I hadn't seen nary a one Magic Mike. So, I didn't see Magic Mike 3, but people liked it, apparently. It was very... And, ooh, Selma Hayek. And people love those Magic Mike movies, not even just for the perverted reasons, but also because they're supposed to be really good movies. And I do need to watch them someday. Someday. Let's see. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I can't believe that was this year. And also, Oh, How the Mighty Have Fallen, Jonathan Majors. I'm not even going to get into that, but oh man. Literally, he came out this year swinging. And now, 1 year later, probably 1 year from Ant-Man and the Wasp, it's he's going to be he's probably not going to go to jail, but he's going to be like sentenced to something because he just lost that court case or whatever. So it's crazy. Cocaine Bear, hilarious. I loved it. It's so reminiscent of Wet Hot American Summer. Elizabeth Banks having fun. I like it. See, there's the difference. Elizabeth Banks is a actor director, but what I love about the choices she's made and what she's directed. Let me look her up here. Let me see what else she's directed. What she does, what she directs is like that's more of a direct. Those are more directory choices to me. Like let's see, what did she direct? Filmography, directing. Okay, so she directed. Oh, her first directing credit, which she probably would scrub from her and everywhere if she could, is movie 43. But it's probably just a short. But they roped a lot of people in on that. Her first real directing debut was Pitch Perfect 2, which for an actor who especially was established in the franchise, no problem with that. Seems fair. Then she directed Charlie's Angels, which that seems like a good that's not a actory director choice to direct Charlie's Angels. And I didn't see it, and I don't think anybody did, but oof. Yeah, it didn't do that good. But it didn't do that bad either. If it came out today, and did the same numbers, it didn't. That's not terrible. It's really not that bad. But that's like more of a directory choice. Like, ooh, I did one movie for a franchise. Now let me try to do a new franchise. And she really did believe in that. She wrote that. And then that didn't do too well. And then her last movie, which was this year, was Cocaine Bear. Which Cocaine Bear, pretty solid effort, I think, and pretty funny. And that felt like a real directory movie, like a movie a director would have fun making. And I liked it. And it's so fun. Like, it opens up reminiscent of Wet Hot American Summer. And there are so many little jokes in there that I'm like, that's such a Wet Hot joke. I liked it. Okay, so Creed 3. I loved Creed 3. I even liked Jonathan Majors in it. He was really good. That's what I love when... I don't love it, but it's so funny. Even when it's a really good actor like Kevin Spacey or Mel Gibson, like an actor that's like, man, they are a really good actor. Like, you can't even deny the fact that they are like a top tier actor. But you also have to be like, dang, sucks that they suck because they were really good. Uh, but yeah, Creed 3 was really good, and that was Michael B. Jordan's first directing, which that's a very actor-director-y type movie, though. Yeah, it's part of a franchise, but it's also the franchise that he's the face of, so come on. And there are also more dramas than boxing movies, even though they do have really cool boxing. He is not Ryan Coogler directing wise. He's not even Stephen Cable Jr. directing wise, which Stephen Cable Jr. did the Transformers movie. I don't know if that was this year or last year, but it was really good. And but what I did like when it came down to the final fight in the ring, he took it more. He did more dreamlike, more fantasy, more surreal version of that, and took it out of the actual physical ring and into the mental ring. And I really, really did appreciate that. And I think the movie does better for that because there's no way you're going to top probably a couple of the fights of the first Creed. So it's better to just not even attempt and just do a new thing. And I appreciate that. So let's move on. Let's see. Operation Fortune. I did want to see that movie. Operation Fortune, the Guy Ritchie movie. That had Josh Hartnett, Aubrey Plaza, Gary Elwes. I need to see that. Where is that? I need to find that movie. I need to look that up. I love Guy Ritchie. I do love Guy Ritchie. I even like The Gentleman. I did not see that other movie he did with Jason Statham, but I did want to see that too. But I do need to see Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre. I think that's what that's called. Okay. Let's see. Scream 6. Loved Scream 6. Sucks that they're really effing up the franchise. I don't know what they're going to do with Scream 7. Christopher Landon, I love his other movies with Happy Death Day. And I need to see Freaky by Bond on Blu-ray. I'm going to watch it soon. But, yeah, Scream 6, really good. I really hope something works out with that. Okay. And I also like that Scream 6 is it's like basically Scream 2 again, but in New York, and also very different, but also very the same. And also very safe, but also different. So, cool. Shazam! Fury of the Gods, very underrated. I loved it. I think I love it. I like the Shazam movies quite a bit. I think time will be kind to them. I think. Let's move on. There's a movie called Moving On. Didn't see that. The Magician's Elephant. Didn't see that. That's a Netflix movie. John Wick 4. Probably my favorite of the 4 John Wicks. John Wick 3 was my favorite. You can see where my I don't know, my tastes lie. Like, people will be like, nothing could ever be better than John Wick 1. Well, guess what? I thought John Wick 2 and 3 were better than John Wick 1. And then John Wick 4 is better than all those. And John Wick 4 genuinely is better. Even story-wise, it's a little more sophisticated than 3 or 2. Because it is more reminiscent of, like, a Good, Bad, and the Ugly. And also Donnie Yen is in it. And he's amazing as Kane. Also, the guy they have who plays like his name is like Mr. Nobody in it. He's really cool. I really like the structure of John Wick 4, and it's a really interesting way to go out. And I think it is the last John Wick, and it should most definitely be the last John Wick. Cause come on, I feel bad for Keanu Reeves' joints. Like, just seeing him roll around on the floor and doing all these stunts and going down stairs is like, come on, man, give him a break. Give his joints a break. Oh, perfect. I love that I came up on this. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Amongst Thieves. So you know what's so funny about this stupid little movie here? I say stupid. Let me open this in a new tab because I need to do a deep dive. So Jonathan Goldstein, John Francis Daly, they did Game Night with Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams. That's underrated. That's a really underrated movie. Really fun, suspenseful, kind of like it's a comedy action movie uh, about these people who like to play singing board games. Doesn't matter. So then you get, yeah, I got word they were doing the Dungeons and Dragons movie, and I was kind of hoping they were going to do a thing where they like do like like kids are playing, and you just sort of see the fantasy that they're playing in their heads as the movie. It's not where they went. Instead, they were just like, no, we're just gonna be in the world. We're gonna make up a bunch of characters, and they're gonna just goof off as they try to do some stuff in the Dungeons and Dragons world, which is, fine, I guess. And people, it did really good critically. It made not a lot of money. How much did it make? The budget was 150 million. The box office was 208 million. Not good. Uh, that's not bad. That's not good. They made maybe the production budget back. They didn't make the marketing budget back, and they were shoving that down everybody's throats, and it still didn't do jack squat. But here's the thing: if it had waited till September, if it waited 6 months, it came out in March. If it waited March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months. Baldur's Gate, the video game, the game that just won 1,000 awards at the Game of the Year stuff, or the Game Awards, and also like is considered like the new best multiplayer game, just the best. Like it's Dungeons and Dragons as a brand has now exploded even more so. If this Dungeons and Dragons movie had waited just 6 months and came out in September instead of in March, it probably would have made a lot more money. I'm not saying it necessarily would have done explosively well. Like, I'm not saying it would have necessarily been like, I don't think they would have made double the budget like they would have hoped. Like, that's why a lot of studios want to make at least double the budget, because that covers budget and marketing, and then everything after that is more gravy. But I do think it would have made more money. Like, gamers would have seen it, because Baldur's Gate is like a phenomenon, right? Like, everybody's playing that game. Yeah. But that does make me wonder, because especially with Dungeons and Dragons, like, that's a brand. They are the board games, and they're attached to these movies and these games and these stuff. So I do wonder if now that does raise some interest to maybe try one more movie, maybe do a sequel to this, because it did do well, critically well. And Baldur's Gate does exist, and they're probably going to put a lot more efforts into that some more. So I do wonder if they will try to do a sequel, and if that could make its money back. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let's keep going here. Tetris. That was on like Apple TV. I didn't see it, but people liked it. I'm not reading every single movie. I'm just the ones that mattered. The Super Mario Brothers movie, probably. I think. Is that the highest grossing of the year? Nope. Barbie beat it, but Super Mario Brothers was the second highest grossing movie of the year, and it was the highest grossing for the longest time. It made gangbusters money. Everybody and their mother and their daughters and their sons and everything, they all saw it. I saw it. I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it, but it was not like, I don't care that much. I didn't care. It's a kids movie, and it also was pretty inoffensive, pretty softball movie. But everybody loved that Peaches, 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 Peaches song. So, good on them. And I hope a sequel, like, I will see a sequel, because the animation is very pretty. And I do wonder, now that they, have made up on their good graces with Nintendo, maybe they can get a little more edgy in the future and do a little bit more risky narrative stuff that I would like. Okay. Air, directed by Ben Affleck, about thinking how the Jordan shoes came to be. Didn't see it. A lot of people like it. So, I've heard some people say it's one of their favorites of the year. I do kind of want to see it. Not really. Not really. That's a dad movie. There's nothing wrong with dad movies, but they're for dads. I'm not a dad. Sorry. All right, let's keep going. Oh, this is a movie I really, 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 really wanted to see. I need to find out where it's playing at, or if it's on a what streaming service. But the trailer had me pumped. How to blow up a pipeline. Yes, I think it's about these like I don't know if they're terrorists or if they're just kind of like activists, but they're trying to blow up this pipeline to get some. I don't know. It's it's like a protest. I think a protest thing. But just that I like the title is explosive. How to blow up a pipeline. And you're just gonna make a movie that's called that? How to blow up a pipeline? That's just so baller. Uh, I do need to see where that is. So yeah, that's two I need to think. I need to go back and find is Operation Fortune and How to Blow Up a Pipeline. I do need to see it. Okay, let's keep going. Renfield, I remember it came out, didn't see it. Beau is Afraid, I remember when it came out, didn't see it. Didn't really care to see it. I kind of want to see it. I like Ari Aster as an idea. I have not seen any of his movies. I have not seen Midsummer. I have not seen. Did he do Hereditary? I haven't seen Hereditary either. Yeah. Yeah, so I haven't seen Hereditary, Midsummer, or Beau's Afraid, and those are the only three movies he's directed. Uh, I've seen clips of Hereditary. I have not finished it. I have not seen it from beginning to end. Uh, and Midsummer, I have not seen that much of Midsummer, and I do want to see that one. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So there's that. Keeping on forward. Let's see. Evil Dead Rise, really good. I liked it a lot. Also, what was it? Morgan Davies? Yeah, Morgan Davies from Evil Dead Rise had a big year. He was in, well, Evil Dead Rise, and then played, what's his face? Kobe in One Piece, and I loved him in One Piece. Uh, I love Kobe as a character in One Piece. So, good year. Guy Ritchie had two movies. What? Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. And that came out with Jake Gyllenhaal. I remember that. I remember those trailers. I didn't see it again. But that looked interesting. Wow, Guy Ritchie had two movies in 1 year. Cool. Let's see. Somewhere in Queens. Let's see that. Don't know what that is. Peter Pan and Wendy. That quietly dropped and nobody saw it on Disney Plus. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, loved it. Probably my favorite movie of the year, but only because it's my favorite movie of all time. I'm sorry to say it to you. Love that movie. And also the last good Marvel movie in a couple years, probably. Yeah. Let's see. Let's keep going. What's going on? Fast X, didn't see it, but I don't know if Fast and Furious is looking too good right now. White Men Can't Jump remake with Jack Harlow. I actually did want to see that. I thought the trailers looked kind of funny. But I did not see it. But I do want to see that kind of. I have interest. The Little Mermaid, didn't see it, but I think it did just fine without me. The Machine, didn't see it. This is a year of a couple comedy movies with comedians that didn't do well. Yeah, About My Father, also for Sebastian Maniscalco or something, and The Machine for Bert Kreischer. They both didn't do that well. Another Gerard Butler does work. I just scrolled past the second movie he did in a year. The Wrath of Becky. Oh, dude, I need to see. First of all, I need to see Becky with where that's when Kevin James takes a little dramatic turn. He's like trying to kill this girl named Becky, and then The Wrath of Becky is a sequel to that. I need to see that because I'm really interested in both of those. I never saw Becky when that came out years ago. So, man, I am glad. I hope I listen back to this and write all this down because I need to see some of these. Across Spider-Verse did really well. Probably going to win Best Animated Movie. I think that's just undeniable and impossible to beat. So good for them. Let's see. The Boogeyman. Didn't see it. Past Lives. Past Lives. I kind of want to see it. I like the premise. Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Speaking of Stephen Cable Jr., who did Creed 2. Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Good movie. Did not make a lot of money. I did like it, though. I really do hope they do crossover Transformers and what you call it, Transformers and G.I. Joe. Flamin' Hot didn't actually happen. That movie about the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. The Flash came and went, and let's just forget about it. Didn't see Asteroid City. I do love Wes Anderson-ish. I love Grand Budapest Hotel. I don't think I've seen an Anderson since then. I did watch his Ronald Dahl stuff on Netflix this year. The Henry Sugar stuff, and that was I like those. Those were fun. Let's see. The Blackening, did not see it. I need to see it. See, so now I'm about to roll into the comedies. They came out this summer that I did not see, but it was a good summer for comedy. And I do really want to see all these movies, so I'm going to make sure I point them out. The Blackening, I do want to see it. And that's a comedy. Directed by Tim Story. Wow, I didn't know that. Tim Story directed the Fantastic Four movies back in the day. The Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. So I'm interested in that. No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence. I really want to see that for the reasons you expect and also the reasons you might not. No, I do, but I do want to see it because I miss Jennifer Lawrence. Where has she been? Where has she been? Other than that one movie, Don't Look Up. Where has she been? The Perfect Find. No. Keep going. Indiana Jones. I liked it. But I can see why it didn't do that well because you spent too much money on that. Nobody was going to. I didn't see it in theaters. I watched it on Disney Plus. So, come on. Why are you spending $300 to make Harrison Ford look young? Okay, or $300 million to do that. Here's a good idea. Just, why does he have to do impossible things? He's an old man. Just make him do things old men do. It's still impressive if he's just an old guy just inching his way around the tomb. That's still fun to watch, I think. Don't make him hurt himself, okay? Sound of Freedom, I did not see. I have zero interest in seeing. I know a lot of people love this stupid movie. But that did surprisingly well. So yeah, now I'm in the July. Sound of Freedom came out July 4th. Of course it did. Let's see. Insidious, The Red Door. So look, I did not love trying to watch the first Insidious. I do like The Conjuring. I've only seen the first Conjuring, but between Insidious and The Conjuring, I kind of just like The Conjuring. I didn't love Insidious, but I do love James Wan, and this one's directed by Patrick Wilson. I think this might be his first movie. And an actor-director, but also Patrick Wilson is not that. And plus, it's a horror movie, so it's fun. So I do want to see, how does Patrick Wilson, an actor, try to direct a horror movie? Joyride. So I'm pulling out these comedies. Joyride, this had Stephanie Hsu. I hope I pronounced that correctly. From Everything Everywhere All at Once. She's in this movie, Joyride. I haven't seen it. I have it on one of my lists somewhere to see it. I do want to watch it. I can't wait to see that. And that's a comedy that came out that people thought was pretty funny. Let's see. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning did not do that well in theaters. I think part 2, whenever that comes out, will do better, but I think it got pushed. It's not gonna come out next year because of the strikes. It's gonna come out 2025, and now they're going to change the title. So now it's going to be Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, and then it's going to be Mission Impossible blank, new one. Weird. They Clone Tyrone. Have not seen it. It's on Netflix. I need to check it out. Theater Camp, another one, and this has Ayo Edebiri, who is so, I love her so much. She's in The Bear, and I think this also has another person who's in The Bear. Let me see. I can't see anybody else on here. So yeah, don't worry about that. But yeah, Theater Camp, pretty cool. You see it. Barbie, obviously. Oppenheimer, obviously. I mean, come on. Seen them both, like them both. Biggest movies of the year. Haunted Mansion, didn't see it. I was interested in it because it's Lakeith Stanfield, Tiffany Haddish, Owen Wilson, Danny DeVito, Rosario Dawson. That's a Dan Levy. That's a Jamie Lee Curtis, Jared Leto. Other than Jared Leto, that's a pretty cool cast. I might see that. I know it didn't do too well, and the reviews are middling, but I do like the idea of that vibe. Yeah. Let's see. Keep going. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Really good. Liked it. Liked it a lot. And I hope to see what they do with within the future. Didn't see Meg 2. I don't think anybody gave a flip about that. Mike and Fred versus the Dead. Fun title. I've never heard of it until now. Blue Beetle. I really liked Blue Beetle. I think that was under what's the word? Undervalued. The Last Voyage of the Demeter. I want to see that. Also, Heart of Stone. Oh, that's the Gal Gadot movie. I'm not worried about that. Let's see. Keep going. The Monkey King. Ooh, that seems interesting. Gran Turismo. I do want to see Gran Turismo because I love Neil Blomkamp. I want to see him direct more movies. I know this movie, he's probably like, I really hate that I had to direct this stupid video game movie. But people really liked it. He did a really good job. And the story apparently is really good. And David Arbor, Orlando Bloom. What's to go wrong? So let's see. Bottoms, also a comedy, also with Ayo Edebiri. I really want to see that movie because that seems like it's going to be really funny. Yes. Man, some of these people don't got no Wikipedias. But yeah, I need to see Bottoms as well. Bottoms, Joyride, and No Hard Feelings, and yeah, I need to see those. Let's see, The Equalizer 3. I think I do need to see Equalizer 3, the Threequalizer, because I saw the first one, and I thought it was pretty fun. And I think I even saw the second one, even though I don't remember jack squat from it. But I need to see the Threequalizer because it's a reunion between Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning. Haven't seen them since Man on Fire. So, that's fun. Yep. Let's keep going here. Let's see. We're in September now. We're almost catching up here. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. Did you even know there's a 2? I bet you didn't. I haven't seen either. Dumb Money. Dumb Money bombed. But I do want to see it because that was when, surely you all remember when people were trying to buy into GameStop and AMC and trying to buy it to save it, and then sell it really fast to make money and really F up the economy. Well, not really F up the economy, F up the stupid rich people who like to manipulate the economy and they hate it when we learn, oh wait, we can do that too. But yeah, that movie didn't do too well. But I want to see it. It has a stacked cast. It has Paul Dano, Pete Davidson, which I'm tired of seeing his face and hearing his voice. Vincent D'Onofrio, America Ferrera, which she's having a year, isn't she, with Barbie? Nick Offerman. Anthony Ramos is in it? Okay. Sebastian Stan, Shailene Woodley, Seth Rogen. Ooh, that is a cast. I need to see Dumb Money. I need to find that. Let's see. September. Expendables. Didn't give a flip. Forgot that even existed. Man, Megan Fox in it. I like Megan Fox. There's another Spy Kids movie? Wow. Let's see. Keep it going. Let's hurry up. We gotta hurry up. Saw X. Saw X was really good. I liked it. They really took a different turn with it. They went. They decided to uh, go from his perspective, which you'd think they should have done that earlier. And I even contest that Saw X should have been Saw 4, because Saw 4 is my absolute least favorite Saw movie of them all. It's an annoying mess. The Saw X, like, and not only that, but the perspective that Saw X takes, you would have expected would have been done around a fourth installment, not the 10th installment. But now that they better thinking sign up Tobin Bell for like his last 10 to 20 years. He's getting like, luckily they've always made him look older than he was, kinda, for the old Saw movies, so he's caught up. But how many years does he have left? Yeah, squeeze out like 2 more fast. But Saw X was really good. I did like it. The Creator, I hadn't seen it. I did mention that earlier. That's on Hulu. I do want to check it out. It's a movie that was made for $80 million and looks better than most, like, half the singing blockbusters that came out this year. And, like, it's from director of Rogue One, who might have been stung by that experience a little bit. And he's like, I'll make my own kind of Star Wars type movie. And he did. The Creator. So I do want to see it. Okay, keep it going. October. Totally Killer, I need to see. That's on Amazon. I was interested in the trailer. I like the director. The director, Nanachka Khan. She did Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23. And that's such a funny, underrated show. I really did love that show. So I am interested in Totally Killer on that alone. And also it's written by Sasha Pearl Raver, who I used to follow a lot back in the TV talk days, back when she used to do that. She doesn't do that anymore. But yeah, I need to see Totally Killer. I need to catch up on all the VHS movies because they're really popping off on Shudder, I think. Exorcist Believer ate a bunch of doo-doo. Let's see. Keep it going. Taylor Swift. The Eras Tour. That one's still doing well. I think it's still playing at our theater here, but that movie did way more money than I think anybody could have imagined. That's probably making still hand over fist with the streaming rights. So there's that. I have yet to see Killers of the Flower Moon. Here's my thing. I'm so tired. Like, I get it. Martin Scorsese, I get it. Filmmaking, I get it. I'm not sitting like a 4-hour movie in a theater. I'm sorry. I'm not. 3 hours, you got me barely. And I've seen probably more 3-hour movies, especially in IMAX, than I would care to say I have seen, especially in the last 2 or 3 years. My butt's numb. Give me a break. I'll keep doing it, but god dang it. Can't do it no more all the time. And I'm not going to do it for Scorsese. Alright? I'm sorry. Okay. Pain Hustlers, I started it. It's on Netflix. I didn't really care. But tonally, it seems very similar to the movie Hustlers. But it's very different in vibe and tone. But it's no. I just said tonally is very similar, but it just sort of fits that same sort of air, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm gonna hurry up. I gotta zoom through it. Five Nights at Freddy's, meh. The Killer, pretty good. Let's see. The Marvels, I haven't seen it yet. I'm sorry. I will on Disney Plus. I'm sorry. I'm actually, the buzz on that new Hunger Games movie did get me a little interested to go see it. I don't know if I'm gonna go see it, but if I find it someday soon, I will. I've been itching to see Saltburn, and I swear I will maybe try to catch it in a theater really really soon before it leaves, because I really want to see Saltburn because I love Promising Young Woman, and I really want to see it. So yes, not really that interested in Napoleon. I might watch it though. Some of these, like, I know I am a movie guy, and a lot of the Oscar contenders I am going to watch. I will watch them in my own time. And I do watch more than I like. I know I'm saying I haven't seen half of these right now, but also the Oscars ain't coming yet. They haven't announced them yet. I usually watch like the contenders, not because I'm lazy. Yeah, it's because I'm lazy. I don't want to watch more than I have to watch. So yeah, a lot of these I have not watched, even though it seems like I watch everything. I really don't. I just have really, I retain a lot of memory. That's what I do. All right, let's keep it going. I'm just gonna skim through this. Wonka, just saw that. Rebel Moon, Zack Snyder Rebel Moon. I'm really curious to see how that is. That just literally came out like a day or two ago on Netflix, and I do need to check that out. I am going to try to do. Me and my brother rewatched all the Star Wars sequels recently, and we wanted to talk about them, and we haven't had a good time to do it yet. But we're going to talk about them and try and see, just to discuss, like, if they looked better as a trilogy years later. And that's what we're going to do. Alright, so I'm going to read off the last few, and I have not seen any of these. Aquaman, The Iron Claw, Color Purple, Ferrari. That's it. I haven't seen any of those. I am going to maybe try. Iron Claw especially, I'm probably going to try. Okay, that's it. That's the show. Thank you for listening. And that is KUHS 102.5 FM. Hot Springs, the F and Nerd Show. Goodbye.